Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I am your host, Kazeem Rahman. On the hot seat today, we have, of course, again, me. One of our deep dives episodes. We go through some would you rathers. We go through the pros and cons. We go through some questions for terrible people, and we go through some what would you do. And sometimes we have some audience selected questions. So let us begin. You know how the game goes. The game is Tough Choice. You must pick between the two choices. You get one pass, you get one pause.
Let it begin! Let it begin!
Would you rather never brush your teeth again or have a condition where if your cell phone ever runs out of battery, you die? Wow. I'll tell you what. Here's what I'll do. I can't not brush my teeth. That's disgusting. I just had to get a tooth removed because of a cavity. It was one of my back molars, and I've been brushing my teeth 3 times a day since, you know what I mean? So what can't happen is me not brushing my teeth, because that just brings more cavity problems. Because it's not like I'm not going to eat, right? If you don't want to brush your teeth, even if you drink protein shakes with a straw for the rest of your life, your teeth will still need to be brushed every now and again. So you can't not brush your teeth. The only thing to worry about now is how many phone chargers are you going to carry around with you on the daily? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy one of those battery cases that are phone cases. So when I'm out and about, I can just, never die. Basically, I can figure it out. I can figure out a way to not have my phone go on zero battery. Because who wants to die? So yeah, I'm just gonna have a condition where if my phone runs out of battery, then I die. Because that's manageable now. If this was like 2000, the year 2000, or like 2000, even 2007, I would never brush my teeth again, because the life that was back then with cell phones, your cell phone's going to die eventually, right? And then you're going to die. So thank God it's 2020. Well, thank God it's 2021 right now. All right. Would you rather add ghost peppers to everything you eat, or only be able to bathe on the first of every month? Oof. Okay. All right. Hear me out. Ghost peppers to everything I eat. To everything? So, because you're thinking, some part of me is thinking just like meals. But it said add ghost peppers to everything I eat. To like donuts, to candy, right? We're not going to do drinking, because drinking doesn't count, right? But if you drink a protein shake, you got to add a ghost pepper to it. If it's just water, soda, juice, sparkling wine, whatever, then you don't have to add no ghost pepper. But if it's anything else, you have to add a ghost pepper. Or only be able to bathe on the first of every month. Here's the problem with that. Your body odor is too much. I remember one time I was just on a bender. You're just on a bender sometimes, and you don't like shower that day. I remember not showering the day when I was working from home, not showering in the morning because I just didn't have time and I was just working on something. By the time it was like 12, I could notice that I hadn't showered. So it's like, I'm going to smell it after 3 days. Your body odor is going to be too much. So if you're saying that you bathe on the first of every month, that's not good. That's not good. You're going to have to add ghost pepper to everything. And eventually, your body will build a tolerance to ghost peppers. Think about that. Eventually, right? Eventually, your tolerance to ghost peppers will be like, oh, you're just adding like red peppers to this. I'm lying. Ghost peppers will always be hot, but still, I can't bathe at the beginning of every month, right? By day 3, you're going to smell. By day 10, you're going to smell, the smell of yourself is going to be so bad. You're going to be like, yo, I really wish I could shower right now. That's how bad not bathing will be. Man, that's just oof. All right. Would you rather start grade school again from day one as an adult, or be unable to learn anything ever again? Ooh, these are hard today. All right. Pros and cons. Start grade school again from day one as an adult. First of all, if I start grade school again as an adult, all A's, honor roll, hands down, end of discussion. You know what I mean? I would get all A's up until like high school, like calculus or something like that. Then I'd have to like learn something. Fuck. All right. If you started as an adult, you're in school. So no one's going to think you're a creepy dude because you're actually in class. All right. So if you start an adult, then it's fine. Now, be unable to learn anything ever again. You might be thinking being unable to learn anything ever again is like, math or science or history. No, 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 no. Be unable to learn someone's name, be unable to learn the directions to something, right? It's just there's so many things that will happen if you can't learn anything ever again. But I can't start school over. Fuck, man. I'm gonna start grade school over again. I'll do it that way. Grade school as an adult. Damn, that's 12 years out of your life. That's 12 years. Grade school as an adult. I'm assuming starts at first grade, right? First grade up to 12th grade. That's 12 years. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. But I can't not learn anything ever again. That's even worse, to be honest with you. If we're being honest, that's worse. All right. Let's go through some deep dives. You're in a good old fashioned slasher movie being hunted down by a crazed killer. All right. Would you rather be the first victim who gets taken out quickly and never sees it coming? Okay. Or the best friend who's killed right before the climax of the movie? Or the last person standing whose friends have all died horrible deaths and who's now risks being terrorized in the sequel? Oof. I'm going to read it one more time, just in case you guys didn't understand what I was saying. I'm in a slasher movie. I'm being hunted down by Freddy Krueger or Jason. Who knows? There are 3 options I could do. The first option, be the first victim killed and never see it coming. Okay. You get taken out quickly, it says. The second option, be the best friend who's killed right before the climax of the movie. Third option, the last person standing whose friends have all died horrible deaths and who now risk getting terrorized in the sequel. All right, let's go through this line by line. The pros of being the first person killed is that, one, you're the first person killed. It says it's done quickly. So it's very unlikely that you're feeling so much pain. And since you're not feeling any pain and you're killed quickly, that's good. That's good. At the same time, if we keep reading and we talk about the best friend who's killed right before the climax of the movie, that means I'm a main character. That means I'm at least a really good supporting character, right? Or I might be one of the stars and there was just a really magic twist in the middle of the movie where one of the stars just dies. Yeah, it was supposed to be, okay, I might do that. I might do the best friend. Here's the thing. You don't want to be the last person standing. Here's why. One, it's a horror movie. It's a slasher film. Calm the fuck down. It's not real, right? Two, it's not like you can die. You can die, right? If you're getting terrorized in the sequel, how many sequels are we talking about? Are you guaranteed? You're not guaranteed one sequel. It might be 2 or 3 that you're getting chased in. So if you say, I want to be the last person standing because I don't want to die, bitch, look at your priorities first before you start thinking about who's dying and who's not dying, right? Do you remember Scream 2 when they're in the movie theater? Who was that? Jada Pinkett Smith, Orlando something. I don't know his name, but he died. And I remember him dying. I don't remember anything about the movie. I remember Jada Pinkett Smith dying and the Orlando black guy dying. I don't know anything else about the movie. So if you're the first person that dies, especially if it's like a gruesome quick death, oof. Come on now. Come on now. But I'm going to have to go with the best friend because I want my character to develop a little bit before they murder me. You know what I mean? Like what I need is like a giant I don't know how to explain it. Okay. When they kill me, because I'm the best friend, right before the climax, I need it to be so epic that people are still talking about it. Because it's right before the climax. So you know it's going to be a good death. I don't want to be tortured, but I realize I probably will be tortured if we're being serious. So, I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to make it in this business. All right. Audience submission. Let me grab my phone really quick to look at these emails. All right. Would you rather eat a kitten or slap a random toddler in the face one time? Both of these are one-time pains. If I eat a kitten, that's a personal thing. No one will know about it. And I go about my day. The problem is that it's a kitten and it's like no one wants to eat a little kitten. If it honestly, God, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to slap a random toddler in the face, and I always will put humans over animals. So if it said cat, I probably would eat the cat, but I wouldn't eat the kitten. But I'll eat the cat, no problem. That's what she said. No, I'd stop it. Yeah, but here's the problem with slapping a toddler in the face, though. A toddler is never not with his guardian or parents. So unless you like sneak into a kindergarten class and slap a toddler in the face, you know what I mean? Like that's the only option that I'm seeing here to slap a toddler in his face. And even if you do, actually, you know what? Slap a toddler in the face. Here's why. Because I remember doing a question like this a long time ago. Here's what you do. You find a park, you find a toddler, you wait till the toddler is semi alone, right? This is a two-man job, by the way. You need to distract the parents, and then someone goes in, slaps the toddler in the face, runs. Someone comes in, slaps the toddler in the face, runs. And then that's how you can slap a toddler in the face. I am not advocating slapping a toddler, but if you have to slap a toddler in order to not eat a kitten, slap the toddler. And that's how you would slap the toddler. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying at the end of the day. Right? Because who wants to be mean to people? No one wants to be mean to people. But I'm not eating a kitten, so you got to slap the shit out of that toddler. It doesn't even say slap shit out of the toddler. It just says slap the toddler. You could like pick him up, give him a little tappy tap tap on the cheeky cheek, and say it like that. I'm gonna just give you a little tappy tap on the cheeky cheek. And then he's gonna be like, yay! He's gonna think it's a game. The only problem are the parents or the guardian. So you have to find a toddler by himself, kind of, and then slap him in the face. It's not even hard. There are no rules. There are no rules to how it has to get done. It just needs to get done, baby. What's good? Would you rather have half of all elevators you use break, all right, or be continuously stalked by an uncontrollable wild turkey? Oof. I have to think about this one. Okay. I don't use a lot of elevators, but one day I will be using elevators. And if half of them, well, you know what? Half of the elevators breaking is not my fault. I just know it's going to break. I just know what elevators will break and will not break, but it's not my fault. You're always the victim if a elevator breaks, all right? So if you're getting stalked by a turkey also, fuck. All right. If you're getting stalked by a turkey, kill the turkey. End of discussion. If you know a turkey is stalking you, kill the turkey. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep at all. Really. Just kill the turkey. So what I'm going to do, I'm still going to do the elevators I use will break, but I just need you all to know that if I was being stalked by a turkey, I'd kill the turkey. Would you rather have skin the color of a Smurf or wear braces with headgear for the rest of your life? I'm going to take this skin. I answered that question way too hard, but I answered the question, right? I can't wear braces and headgear for the rest of my life. I would rather be blue. Someone will love me if I'm blue. Someone, right? That's just how it is. Someone will figure it out and figure out how to love me if my skin was blue. And it's not even like a dark blue. It'd be a bright blue. It'd be like Blue Man Group blue. That's dope. That's really dope, right? But if I'm wearing braces and headgear for the rest of my headgear, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If it was just braces, I would be like, okay, cool. That's fine. We can all figure out braces. But since it's headgear, I can't live that kind of life. So I'm gonna take this skin from the Smurf. Let's do some what would you do's. You're in charge of Moonbase 5. One day, you spot a fleet of alien troops headed for Earth. They don't respond to your messages. The president tells you to fire the giant cannon, but you don't think the aliens are hostile. What do you do? If you are a member of, okay, backtrack, because it said you're part of Moonbase 5. I don't know what Moonbase is. I don't know where the moon thing is. I'm just letting you guys know what's going on here on Moonbase 5. All right. So if you're on Moonbase 5 and you see some aliens, the first thing you do is not try to radio in because they don't speak your language. The second thing you do is just fire the cannon. It's not even that. I'm trying to figure out how to say fire the cannon in a nice way. The president said fire the cannon. Blast those motherfuckers. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Oh, they're not hostile. Who gives a fuck whether or not they're hostile or not? It has nothing to do with that, right? They need to die. They need to die, right? It's not that, maybe I'm cold-hearted. Admittedly. But if I see alien troops and they suddenly are not responding to my text or something, I'm assuming they don't speak English and that's why they don't respond to the radio calls. But I don't know. I can't do that. I just know I can't not blast those aliens out of space. They didn't respond to you. So if a plane is flying in illegal airspace, they'll send rockets to come intercept the plane. The commander will say, hey, pull over, park over here. You'll say no. They will give you a flight for no. They'll say no, and then you will grab your cannon, right? All I'm saying. Your friend comes down with super Ebola. Oof. Worse than Corona. Ebola. The only cure is bottled dragon's fire, but the nearest dragon lives 2,000 miles away and you're broke. What do you do? I'll read that again. Your friend comes down with super Ebola. The only cure is bottled dragon fire, but the nearest dragon lives 2,000 miles away and you're broke. What do you do? Listen. Hear me out. I'm assuming that the dragon is not a nice dragon. I'm assuming this. I'm just going to say it, right? So if you're telling me to get dragon fire, then you have your own problems. And I'm not. 2,000 miles away, I'm not. I'm not. That's the country. Well, is it? Not really, but still, that's a long drive. 2,000 miles away. That is a long ass drive. And you're telling me to go get dragon fire. And then what are you going to do with it? Oh, I want no ceilings 3, blah, 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 blah. I'm not getting dragon fire, right? It's simple as that. It's really simple. I am not getting dragon fire. You will die. You'll die. If you're my friend and you're saying that you need like dragon fire to cure your super Ebola, I'm just gonna pray for you, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just gonna pray for you. I'll pray for you. I'll always pray for you. But I'm not gonna get the dragon fire. Now, if the dragon had a store or lived a place and I could just buy dragon fire in the bottle, okay, I got you. No, say less, bro. Say less. I got you. You don't even have to worry about it. At the same time, that's not what the question said. That's not what the question said. So if you're telling me that I have to travel 2,000 miles to figure out how to get dragon fire so my little half brother will, no. To get dragon fire so my friend will survive. Listen, I'm going to be down one friend if we're being honest. If we're being completely honest, I'm just going to be down one friend. Would you rather wear a walk on your head everywhere you go, oof, or find a cockroach in your bed every morning? Okay. This is hard. This is harder than I thought. The only upside to wearing a walk on your head everywhere you go is that you don't find a cockroach in your bed every morning. Okay? That's the only upside. That's the only upside that I can think of. Maybe people will think you're weird. You'd have to live in some hippie area. Maybe they can take the, no, I was going to say maybe they can take the walk and like make the walk into a hat, but then you know what it means. All right. I'm going to have to find a cockroach in my bed every morning. That's going to suck. Right? And it's like, yo, everyone, this is forever. So it's like when I get married, I'm going to have to tell this girl, like, listen, before we start living together, you need to know something. She's going to be like, what are you talking about, Kazeem? And I'm going to be like, listen, first of all, make sure you like are subscribed to my podcast because I don't want to be with anyone that's not subscribed. And she's going to be like, oh my God, of course I'm subscribed. It's the greatest podcast ever. Of course, I know it's the greatest podcast ever, but we're going to go to sleep one day and you're going to find a cockroach. I'm going to wake up before you and get the cockroach out every morning. You don't have to worry about that. But one day you're going to find one and you're going to not like it. How you going to explain that? Right? But you have to, because you can't wear a walk on your head everywhere you go. The cockroach at least is a 1 person, 2 person situation. But you can't wear a walk on your head. Last one. Would you rather have all of your food chewed by another person before eating it, or eat a dozen raw oysters that have been sitting out in the sun for 2 days? I will not eat the oysters because they're raw in 2 days and I'll die if it's a dozen. If it was one, I can handle some food poisoning. I still eat Taco Bell. My stomach is made of steel. I got this. If it's one, only if it's one. If it's, I can probably do 2 or 3 raw oysters. Oh, 2 days? No, I can only do one that's been sitting out for 2 days, probably. So I'll do the have my food chewed by another person before eating it. Man, that sucks. Because if you eat one raw oyster, if we're being honest, if you eat one raw oyster that's been sitting out for 2 days, the chances of you dying are very high. if we're being honest. The chances of you dying are very high. That's simple as that. And that's just one. They're talking about a dozen. Nah, fam. I'm going to have my food chewed. And then I'm just going to be depressed and try to live a normal life, even though it's not going to be a normal life. Guys, that is our episode of Tough Choice. I've been your host, Kazeem Rahman. Like, share, subscribe. If you have a would you rather question or a Mary Fuck Kill you want us to prepare for, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. You can find me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's Kazeem Comedy. I've been Kazeem Rahman. You guys have been amazing. Bye.